What's up, everybody? Yesterday, we took a bit of a break from our kanji lessons, mostly because we are way ahead of schedule. I mean, we are 228 kanji ahead of schedule. And I can only imagine that this happened because every time I studied a word that had several kanji in it, I studied each individual kanji as well, which crossed off not one, but three off of the list at a time. So the N5 list had 715 kanji. We got through it in 20 days less than we were supposed to, and since we were studying sometimes up to 3 or 4 times more than we were supposed to, I guess that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, so on our last lesson, we covered almost all of the rest of the N5 vocabulary or the JLPT, the Japanese Language Proficiency. And today we'll be starting the N4 list. PTN is the next step up, the one I'm hoping to take this December, if not N3, depending on how my studies go. I think I should go ahead and probably take N3 since I'm planning on getting through all of those by the deadline, kind of. So tonight we're going to study 12 more kanji, from 6 from N5 and 6 from N4. And after that, I will be doing the streaming tournament thing on Fortnite, just for funsies. We might not do that for too long, and after a while, we'll switch over to Apex to continue our walk into the Platinum rank. Platinum's pretty easy for me and my squad to get, but getting above Platinum is really the hard part, because there's so much negative for a bad game that very difficult to make your way up the ranks. Anyway, let's get going with day 46's kanji. Again, I will not be doing the review lessons like I used to do every time, because I've started doing those on my own, mostly because you guys kind of that's up to you guys to kind of do. I'll give you the new kanji every day, but I don't think it's very entertaining for anyone to go through old kanji with. Not that it's that entertaining to go through new kanji with me, but I digress. Alright, our first one today is uru, sell. Uru. Sell. Kanji here is sell, uru, and also buy. Onyomi is buy, which just means sell. Our nanori, which I recently means nanori means the readings that are used in names, specifically in name. If you see this kanji in a Japanese name, it's probably pronounced in one of the following ways: uri, uru, or me. Meh. Anyway, if you're interested in reading Japanese names, especially in the opening credits or ending credits of any Japanese anime and or movies, that would be how you read them. I'm not going to include those just because anytime I meet someone, I usually just ask them, how do you say your name? Mostly because Japanese names, even though there are nanori for the readings of the names in the kanji, that's not always the case, and names are specifically an area where oftentimes the readings will not match. So I tend to leave it to when I'm actually learning about a person or meeting a person, figure out how to read their name. Anyway, our first one is uru. Uru. We got a samurai on the top over some legs. Almost looks like a storefront set up in front of a walking path, so that's how I'm gonna try and remember that. Uru. Samurai is actually pretty small compared to the Uru sign, which is pretty big underneath. desu. Nani ba. Uru. Buy, sell. There's a lot of those that will match up with some English word, and that's an odd number, like a uniquely strange number. Uru desu. Uru. Tsugi. Tsugi wa sora desu. Sora. Sora is the sky or emptiness or the void. Kind of the same kind of writing. So there's a lot of kunyomi for this one. Sora, aku, hara, muna. And our onyomi for this one is just ku. Which means empty, void, vacant. So sky or sora desu. Sora. Sora. Sky, empty, void, vacuum. You get the idea. It's an empty, large space, sometimes referring to specifically the sky. Sora desu. Sora. Sora aku kara munashii toku. Sora kara munashii. Sora kara munashii aku kara munashii aku cell. Sorry, the sky, a void, or munashii. Void. What this? さあ次は何でしょうかな。次は灰皿。灰皿。灰皿 is an ashtray. For you smokers out there. I guess you've probably seen me vaping, so I'm a vapor now. I think it was worse for me, even though vaping's not great either. It's just an ashtray. Our first kanji only has one onyomi, which is kai. So it's hai or kai. And this is Ash's puckery juice. I don't know what puckery juice is. Or cremate. Ash's puckery juice. It's kind of a house over fire. Maybe the surroundings of a fire, the boundaries of a fire are ashes. The components of this one are a wild goose, a trailing cliff, or a cliff over fire. Cremate. Kai. Hai or boundaries of a fire. Ashes. Hai. Zara. Our second kanji of this word is just a plate. We've already studied that one. Aizara. 灰皿の灰。他に灰。灰皿と次. Moving right along. So right there, with these two, we've covered 4 instead of just 2. And that's why we ended early. For our N4s. That's why we were 20 days early. 次は洋服 or Western clothing. 洋服 Western clothing. We've already studied fuku, which means clothing. So we just want the Western style part of it. Yo is our only one reading. Yo desu. Which means ocean or Western style. Ocean or Western style. The radicals of this kanji are water and sheep on the right side. This component. So the water by sheep, or sheep's water, is ocean or Western style. Just that. Yofuku. Yofuku. Western style. Draw the 3 horizontal lines first and then the last horizontal. Oh. Ocean or style. Fufu no keep next. Tsugi wa dandan desu. Dandan is thank you in the Shizumo prefectures. In one of the Shizumo prefectures, I don't remember which one. But dandan can also mean gradually or by degrees. And also steps or stairs. Sounds like the child's definition of dandan, like dandan. Gradually or by degrees. Thank you. One of the prefectures of Tsugi. Ototoshi. Ototoshi desu. Ototoshi means 2 years ago, or year before last. Year before last. We've already studied all of these kanji. This is the day before, and 1 and year. So day 1 before 1 year ago is previous. Sorry, this kanji in the middle is previous. The 1 previous year. Kyonen is actually last year. So it's not the previous year, which would be Kyonen, but this is Ototoshi. 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 落とし。じゃあ次は何でしょうかな。Number 7 for today going to be Omote. Two ways to read this. Omote. Omote. And another kunyomi is Arawasu. Arawasu. Maybe arawasu. Arawasu is to represent, to signify, or to stand for. Or to display, reveal, or show. To represent, to signify. Arawasu. Our other reading for it is Yo. Happyo no. This is a surface and also a table, chart, or diagram. The makings of this one are a samurai on the top and underneath garment, clothes, or dressing. So a samurai's garments are the surface or a table, chart, or diagram. Kyo, omote, arawasu. Arawasu, to represent, to signify, or to stand for. To reveal, show, or display, to express, or to make widely known. There's one compound kanji one compound word I want to look up, and it's happyo. Happyo. Announcement, a publication, a presenting statement. It's like a presentation. Happyo kai. Happyo is a presenting. Kyo desu. Kyo. Samurai on top, clothes underneath. Kyo. Kyo. Omote. Arawasu. Omote is actually sir. Arawasu. Oh. Surface, table, a chart, or samurai's clothing. It sounds to me like surface was the original meaning of it, and then table, chart, or diagram got added to it once those things became more common. Yo, omote arawasu. じゃあ次。戦争です。戦争。Both of these kanji are new. Sensou is war, fighting, or fierce competition. Baishou wa sen desu. Sen. We've got the radicals here mean simple on the left, and on the right we've got a halberd. So a simple halberd is read as ikusa or tatakau. Tatakau. And sen is our only onyomi as used in this word, which is a war, a battle, or a match. Tatakau is the verb for this. To fight is tatakau. Let's look up what ikusa is. looks like battle or war. I don't see the actual... Tataka is to make war on, to compete against, struggle against. A simple halberd is to fight. War fighting or fierce competition. Or battle. Sen. Sen. Usa. Sen. Ben. Okay. Ben. Me. Simple halberd. War about. Sen. Tata. Sensou no sen. 次はそうです. On here quickly. Nope. So. Swords. Our kunyomi for this one is Araso. Araso. And our onyomi is So. Which is contend, dispute, or argue. So a battle contention, or a battle dispute, is war fighting or fierce competition. Omoshiroi. Look at what araso is. I don't see the word itself, but it looks like it's used in a bunch of other ones to indicate a struggle or a dispute. Battle, dispute, war, fighting, or fierce competition. Sensou no so. Sensou no so. Dispute, argument. I'm gonna remember Soul because Soul is the right half of Shizuka, which is a blue fight or a blue argument. Means it's, you know, solved. Not really a fight anymore. Sensou. Sensou desu. では次はMushi desu. Mushi. If anyone has seen Mushishi on Netflix, I strongly suggest that you give it a rewatch. And if you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it for the first time because it is absolutely fantastic. It'll hit you right in the feels. It's not like a battle kind of thing. It's more of an emotional kind of one. But they do everything perfectly. It is excellent. A little boring maybe if you're not sad. But overall excellent. Mushi is an insect or a bug, and also a temper. Mushi, chew. Or chew. You remember its secondary reading is chew because it almost has naka in it. Bug and insect. Insect or a bug. 次は特別。特別です。特別 is special or unique in some way. 特別 which means special, particular, extraordinary. Exceptional or especial. Special. Our first one we've almost seen before several times now in G of Toki. And also in Matsu, or to wait. But this one's a little bit different. It's only got one reading, which is Toku. And it means special. Our radicals for this one are a Buddhist temple on the right, a cow on the left. Your first instinct is probably to think Hinduism or something where they kind of worship cows. Actually just means special. And maybe Hinduism is a special religion, so we're going to think of it like that. The temple cow, special. Also idolized, maybe is it special. Special cat. Okay. Ubetsu no. And our next kanji has one kunyomi, which is wakareru. And our onyomi is betsu, which means separate, branch off, diverge, fork, another, or extra. It's almost chigao, but not quite. It's diverging, but not different. Betsu desu. It won't tell me what the radicals for this one are, but there's a ri on the right and a mouth with legs on the left. Wakareru. Almost a person walking down a separate path. Wakareru or betsu. Wakareru. Betsu.
It's time, gentlemen.
Wakareru. Hold on 1 second.
Peace out, folks. Till next time.
Wakareru or betsu as in tokubetsu. Tokubetsu. The special, unique, especial, exceptional. Or diverging specialists. Number 11. Chiri. Chiri desu. We've already studied both of these kanji. But chiri means geography, specifically. So we've got the ground or earth on the left and logic on the right. And it logic or arrangement. So we've got the earth's arrangement all together. Chiri. Chiri desu. Ito. Chiri. Tons of
You're not disposable, Kelly. You're not worthless. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Chiri. Chiri. Geography. And finally, number 12. Shogatsu. Shogatsu. Only one new kanji here. Shogatsu. Shogatsu is New Year. Especially first 3 days. And it can also mean first month of the year. Or January. Shogatsu. We already know Gatsu is month or the moon. But Sho... Where is it? Sho is our new kanji. Tada Shi is our first reading, and that actually means correct or the right one. Tada Shi no Masa. And our onyomis for this are Sei or Sho. This is correct. Also right or righteous. Justice or righteousness. I don't know the meaning of this second one. I'm not gonna write it because I don't know what it means. 10, 2 asterisks, and then 40. The radicals for this one are 1 on the top and stop on the bottom. So if you get a question right in one go, you're righteous. Justice. Tadashi, hokani sei or sho. Shogatsu no sho. Tadashi. Sho or sei. Shogatsu no January 1st or the New Year's, especially the 1st. Alright, let's do a quick check to make sure we got all these. Uru is to sell with a samurai in front of kind of a walking path thing. Uru. Fugiwa, empty, void, sky, or vacuum, which is Sora, which is opposite. Legs on the top. A on the bottom. Fugiwa, ashtray. The Haizara. Haizara is an Haizara. Western style clothing is Yofuku with ocean. Western style. Yofuku. Gradually by degrees is Dandan. Here before last is Ototos. Surface table chart or diagram is Hyo hokani arawasu. I think it's Aku or Kara as well. Or no, that's... Yeah, Aku. Hyo Omote arawasu surface table chart or diagram. War fighting is a Sen Soul. A simple halberd. Next to argument or soul. Insect. Dog is Mushi. Okani. Two. Okay, that's right. Special or particular is Tokubetsu with our special cow. Next to divergent. Tokubetsu. Geography is Chiri or the Earth's arrangement. Logic. And Shogatsu is New Year, especially the first 3 days. Kanji means correct. Thanks for joining me today. Getting back at it. Getting back on the old horse after a day off. In a minute here, I'm going to start playing in the Fortnite thing. I don't know what to call it. Streamer tournament or whatever. I'm not great at Fortnite, but just kind of want to see the competition. People I know, so we'll see how it goes. Hope everybody has a good evening. Happy Saturday. See you guys.